Hello, and welcome to Tnashi's Movie Corner.
Hey guys, so I'm just going to do a quick video here where I'm going to talk about some of the trailers that got released. I've had a few people ask my opinion on them, and I thought, a quick video running through them would be fine. Let's start with Deadpool. Now, I've been excited just at the thought of this movie, mostly because of Ryan Reynolds. He has really pushed for this movie to go and to be rated R, and he really kind of embodies the character really well. So, X-Men Origins was kind of a crime against the character, and he seems to agree with that. So, seeing the trailer, I loved the trailer. I loved that we're going kind of back through his origin, so we're rewriting that. That's good. I like the comments he makes about, or the comments that get made rather, about, kind of shutting him up, or, not wanting to wear green, or a green costume, or animated, which, are both barbs against the X-Men Origins film and the Green Lantern film, and I love that it does that. I love the fact that Deadpool, first, costume looks great. Again, Ryan Reynolds is kind of made for this role, so it really comes off well. All his jokes are hitting, left and right, where he talks to the camera, breaking that fourth wall. I love that he does that. And the humor just throughout this trailer was just amazing. And of course you get like Colossus in there, which it's cool seeing more Colossus. He was hardly used in the previous X-Men movies, so it's good to see him. And you get some action sequences and stuff, and that's really cool without giving too much away. So I really enjoy that. So I was again pleasantly surprised by this one. Really enjoy it. Really looking forward to it. Glad it's rated R. PG-13 could have worked, I'm sure, but I'm really glad that you give Deadpool a rated R film that lets him let loose more, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Moving on from there, I am going to talk about the Suicide Squad trailer, which I think looks great. Some people I know and a few people I've seen online have their quibbles with it, but I think it looks really good. And the biggest problem that I see is some people are talking about, well, they don't look like the people that we know from the show, or the people that we know from the comics or something. There's been so many different incarnations of these characters, both in animated movies, and the animated show, in the comics, and different comic series. So it looks like that they're drawing from some of those. Especially with Harley Quinn. I actually really like Harley Quinn's look. It's closer to the more recent look that she had in the Harley Quinn series and the Suicide Squad comic series. So I do like that. And Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn was just spot on. You can't get any better there. So I really look forward to seeing her portrayal. And seeing Will Smith as Deadshot, he's the only one that he's one of two that I'm really hesitant on. And I'm hesitant on him not because he's a bad actor, because he's a good actor, but because looking at him, all I see is Will Smith. And this is just the trailer, but I have no real sense that that's Deadshot there. It seems just like Will Smith, so that's a little worrisome, but it can be worked out. And Jai Courtney is in this movie, and I believe he's Captain Boomerang. I don't know if I'm getting that right or not, but in any case, he had like one line, and it's fine. He doesn't seem to do characters justice lately. He seems to be kind of the weak link in a lot of movies lately, or at least one of the weak links. So he's a little worrisome. But Jared Leto as the Joker, I mean, first the voice was great. It kind of captures the essence of Heath Ledger, but has a little bit of a twist to it, so it doesn't quite sound like he's more almost like a Mark Hamill Heath Ledger kind of mashup, which is interesting. And I'm perfectly fine with the tattoos. I'm perfectly fine with his look. You know, a lot of people had problems, and a lot of people were dissing it right out the gate. I was not one of those people. I really think that he could pull it off and pull it off well. And from what little I've seen, it seems like he definitely could. So that was interesting. And having, you know, Amanda Waller, which we see at the beginning of the trailer, talking about the Suicide Squad and getting them to do things that, you know, that they might not want to do. And, like, that's just completely her. That's really her character, and I'm really interested to see how this goes. And, you know, having Enchantress and Katana and just other members of the Suicide Squad. Killer Croc looked pretty good. He looked like a mix, almost between the first few seasons of the '90s animated series and in the fourth season of the '90s animated series. So it looked like a combination there. So I'm not sure what he looks like in the comics, so that's where I kind of pulled it from. But I think it looked really good. And there's a few things that were revealed in it that were pretty interesting, like perhaps Harley Quinn's origin, and Batman's in the movie, and that's always cool. So overall, I really enjoyed that. Now from there, we are moving on to the Batman v Superman trailer, and I gotta say, I loved this trailer. I'm so pumped for this movie. I cannot wait to see this movie. Hopefully this will, you know, start to shut up some people that were against Ben Affleck as Batman, because from everything I've seen so far, he really portrays Batman and Bruce well. More Bruce, because we see more of the Bruce side of it in this one, and you get to the understanding of why this Batman v Superman is happening. You know, with the kind of pans back to Man of Steel during the fight with Zod, and you see Batman, you know, hit one of his towers getting destroyed, and you see his face as this is happening, and he's running towards it when everyone's like running away from it, because that's just who he is. And we get a little bit of Alfred, played by Jeremy Irons, and you know, Jeremy Irons is amazing, so I'm sure he can pull it off well. We get to see brief glimpses of Wonder Woman, and I'm perfectly fine with it so far. I would like to hear what she sounds like, but as far as the action part of it, I'm completely on board with that. And we get to see a little bit of Lex Luthor, and I'm not as sold on Lex Luthor, not quite. But that being said, like, it doesn't really bother me too much. Like, it bothers a lot of people. It's just I'm, you know, a little hesitant. I just want to see what they do with that character. But overall, this trailer was awesome. There's some scenes from that's taken out from The Dark Knight Returns. It answers the question of Superman being held accountable from Man of Steel, which a lot of people had faults with that movie purely because of that, and this kind of addresses that. And we see a lot of Batman versus Superman fighting, which is great. So we do see that. We see a little Wonder Woman in there. Also, there's a moment where Batman looks over at a suit, and it's Robin's suit, and it has "haha, joke's on you" written on it, and written on like the front, like covering the front, and it really brings, now it's really important because it not only establishes how long Batman's been doing this, but it establishes that he lost someone during the course of this, and perhaps that's why he hasn't been as active lately, I'm thinking. And for those that are fans of the comic series, it references the Batman Death in the Family story arc, where Joker does kill Robin, and it, you know, causes Batman to kind of lose it for a while. And if they go through that if they're going to